Hi, everyone. Welcome to TSP Weekly, your tech startup podcast for Friday, May the 20th. My name is Stephen Campbell. I'm a local entrepreneur and podcaster here locally in Kitchener-Waterloo. With me is my host, Amaris Gerson.
Good morning, Stephen.
Hey, Amaris. Beautiful May 2-4 weekend.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Yeah. You got big, exciting plans?
I do. I'm not going to share them.
Dangerous.
Yeah. It's going to be good. It's going to be
Excellent.
fun. It's going to be sun and fun.
Wow, I don't have anything to add to that.
Nothing.
I got nothing. No.
Travis, welcome welcome to the podcast. Thanks for joining us. Travis Ratnam from KnowledgeHook, co-founder, I understand.
That's right. Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. I have three other co-founders.
Okay.
They're not here today: James, Arthur, and Lambo.
James was here earlier and had to fly because he's going to Canada's Wonderland to see his daughter perform.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
And he didn't want to be a bad father and miss that, so
Absolutely.
it's fair.
So
Good-
kudos to James
good
and
call.
good
Yeah.
luck on the drive to Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Travis, tell us a little bit about KnowledgeHook. What is it you guys do?
Yeah, we are a math software that teachers use in the classroom to engage kids. And while that's happening, our software is searching for the reasons why they're struggling. And then that's used to train teachers. So with proven teaching strategies that often the school boards bring in math experts at workshops and train them with. The software is searching for the best proven teaching strategies and then gives it back to the teachers instantly for those kids.
And it's for specific children? It's not like for the whole class?
Well, the teacher, it looks for the ones that have the highest impact, meaning the ones,
Okay.
the highest trending issues in the
Okay.
classroom because they have limited time in that 1
Yeah.
hour. So, and it's for grades, it's as low as grades 3 all the way up to grade 10.
Wow.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
And focused on math.
that's right. Yeah.
So what kind of market validation did you guys do? How do you know that this is something that people need?
We worked with both Toronto school boards when we first started with our early product, and then we launched in October, and we had about 50 teachers and 2 school boards and paying for it, and now we have 6,000 teachers, and
Wow.
it's been exciting.
Is that just in
and-
Toronto School Board as well?
No, this is across Ontario and now into the States. We have about 6,000 teachers. I think it's moving to 7,000 now. I haven't checked the last stat last
feel
month.
like that's
It's
a
moving
big-
good.
that's
It's
a
moving
big
good.
bump.
Yeah. And 12 school boards paying for it and working with us. Yeah.
I didn't see
That's-
Waterloo Region School Board on your list.
No, actually, so Waterloo's, we have a lot of teachers and we're in meetings with them right now. So they're very excited.
So
And
stay
yeah.
tuned.
So
Yeah.
fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Local support.
Yeah.
That's good. And so are there any other local school boards that we would know of? I mean, I know
off-
Toronto, but
Off the top of my head, I can't say, but
Okay.
Waterloo Catholic and Waterloo District, we
Great.
are talking to them.
So just since October, you've gone from sort of 50 to 6,000 to 7,000 teachers.
Yeah, I think it's because you have a really, in terms of the teaching community here in North America in general, they have lots of conferences, they're constantly collaborating. And so when they see things that they like, they start spreading that out really quickly. And making it really accessible for them is the key thing.
so that was basically spread by word of mouth?
Yeah,
Sort of?
we get invited into demos and events as well, but it's just spreading mostly organically through,
Once you start that grass fire, it just runs.
Yeah, and so I guess the key thing
You've
is
never had a
it's-
grass fire?
No.
It spreads very quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That like
That's
a
my
top of
best
your-
analogy I got.
I feel like you started a lot of fires as a child.
Right. That's another story. We'll get into it another time. So Travis, tell us a little bit about your journey. How did you get together 4 co-founders? How did that start?
We all have at least about 5, at minimum 5, but 10 years of history to working together.
Aw.
So it's been good. Like Lambo and James worked in First Robotics for about a decade. Myself and Lambo, we met in university in Waterloo, both
Okay.
engineers from there, and we were helping with philanthropic not-for-profit organizations trying to do stuff with tech, and we connected in that way. So we just wanted to find something that had a social impact, but also, something that has a sustainable way. So we wanted to build a business. And Arthur I met in business school at Queen's.
Okay.
So you went to, you did engineering at Waterloo, and then you went to Queen's for business? Or
I had a stint in between that. I was in the States working at Microsoft. I was
Okay.
If you ever recovered an unsaved document in Word, you've seen my work.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
We have to talk afterwards because a couple times it didn't
Uh-oh.
work.
Okay.
Yeah,
He doesn't
that's
work there
awesome.
anymore. It's not
Yeah,
his problem.
yeah, that's
Not
awesome.
his problem.
Yeah, it must have been updated.
So you had enough of working in the States and you came back.
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed it. I was really excited, but I just realized, I guess I'm a little bit more creative, and I wanted to do something that was more of a 0 to 1 kind of thing, where
Right.
you're building something from scratch. So yeah.
So nobody is a teacher.
No, I struggled in math when I was a kid. I actually almost gave up when I found out I had the lowest grades in my class.
Wait, so you struggled at math and then did engineering?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
incredible,
That's
isn't
like
it?
Well, I was lucky. I had a dad. He was a math tutor. When he was
Okay.
like 13, he was teaching kids, and like math teachers would send their kids to him.
I
And
was
so
worried you were going to say that, like, he did your math homework.
When he, yeah, in some sort of like time machine kind of thing. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
It happened.
That's funny.
So I was lucky.
Okay.
So I eventually went from like the bottom to like, doing really well, and so yeah.
I had to. I
Yeah.
have to admit, I was looking up Fibonacci numbers before the podcast here. So
Really?
just polishing up on my math and stuff.
That's awesome.
I
Yeah.
struggled at math as well, and I feel like what you guys do would probably help me as a student.
Probably helped
it's
me as an
not-
adult.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I mean,
Yeah.
we're not in classrooms.
True. So when I look at the your journey, what you guys have come through the Accelerator Center. You guys were just at a Google Day, and now we're here at Communitech. What's going on?
So you met in all those places that you met. Then what happened? How did you join? Like, how did you start this? Were you in someone's garage? Were you?
Yeah, I mean, we started first coming back home to Waterloo.
Yeah.
And the Accelerator Center, we got into a program called Jumpstart.
Yeah.
Really great program, great mentors. And then Communitech also had a program that was about to start in Rev, and
Great.
we spoke to AC, and they were really accommodating, and we were able to join both programs, and we got
great.
different things out of that.
You
So it
were
was-
simultaneously in both programs.
yeah.
Wow.
So we have
Okay.
a spot in both the AC and at Communitech, and it's been really, really pivotal in sort of the success we've had today.
Great. So you're
Interesting.
currently still in those programs.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. So you have all of the hoodies then. You've got the Rev hoodie. and
Yeah.
you've got-
Totally. Yeah.
So tell me about the Google Demo Day then, because that was just recent and
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, how's
That was something.
got a bunch of press off of that. And
Yeah, I stressed out my team leading up to it. There was a lot of preparation going into that. We wanted to really get that message like bang on.
Yeah.
Very intense all the way. I was doing magic tricks backstage just leading up to the event, just to calm my nerves.
So you're like that's your
I'm a
side
mag-
gig.
Actually, yeah, I'm an illusionist. I do magic
That's
shows and stuff.
awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
I could. Yeah,
could you make me disappear or something? Like
I've
that?
done that on
Please.
stage. So maybe if you want.
Can we?
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
and so going in, there was Steve Case. The judges came from 500 Startups, Ben Horowitz, and it was intense. It was really exciting, and we won the Game Changer Award. So
Cool.
it was a vote from the people in the room and watching a company most likely to disrupt the industry. So it was a good validation point.
Yeah, that's a huge validation point for
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it brought a lot of. We were going to do a fundraise anyway, and it's. We have quite a few interested people, so it's helpful. It's been very
sure. That's
helpful.
awesome.
Did all four of you guys pitch? All four on stage, or how did you organize that?
I did the main half of the pitch, and then for Q&A, James, we tag teamed that, so he took
Yeah.
that one.
Did you come home with a giant trophy?
Yeah, we did. It was really cool.
Oh,
There was a
man.
trophy, yeah.
Were we
I
just
see another
lining up?
photo op.
Were
Yeah.
we just lining up companies that have trophies?
It was crazy.
That's an awesome idea.
They had our name engraved on the trophy, so we were trying to figure out, was this all 3D printed, or how did they do this?
Did you ask?
No, but I think we figured it out. I think they had like the names for every company ready, and
Oh,
then just
that's
slipped.
so wasteful.
Yeah, it's good.
That's good reverse engineering.
Have
though.
you seen their campus? It's pretty.
Yeah, I know they got a lot of money. That's true. So that was how long ago was that?
This was 2 weeks, I think.
Oh,
Just
okay.
earlier in May. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have seen your name everywhere.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Like you specifically, but your company's
companies.
name everywhere.
Yeah. It's
So what does that
a lot
mean
of
when you win an award like that? Then does the press line up? Do you have venture capitalist meetings, or like what kind of spring in your step does that give you?
venture capitalist meetings. Unexpectedly, we started getting a lot of client meetings as well from that.
Okay.
And so it really helps, sharing our story and really helps get that message out of what we are, and then that value prop attracts investors as well as customers. So it's really helpful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you've come through some local universities, some local incubators. Anybody as a mentor that stood out for you from the myriad of people that you've touched and processes and
People that you've touched.
I mean, there's a ton of mentors that come out of AC.
yeah. Now that
and
we've set it up
Communitech.
that way,
Yeah.
who do you want to do some name dropping now?
Yeah, keep it vague and
Yes. Yes. There were a lot of supporters.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's like there's been way too many coming out of AC and Communitech to name just a few, but maybe some of the early ones before we got here.
Yeah.
So I mean, there was a program in Queen's School of Business that got us to like experiment in this space. Elizabeth Murray from Queen's, but also, our first angel investor, John Abley. He's the co-founder of Boston Scientific. He literally said, I'll be a patient investor and I'll help you like take the time to try to solve the real problem in math education, which was really pivotal to like uncovering the model.
That kind of long support where someone is just sort of forgiving is what really makes a difference. Like, yes, there's mentors when you're in programs, when you're already on your feet, but to have someone who sees you before you're anywhere, that's got to be huge.
That was really important. Like, because we definitely experimented a ton of things because technology can't help a child by itself. That was the big insight, and there's a lot of people in the space that and we were one of them as well, trying to see how much we can do with the software. But it's really about the person in the room, and so empowering them with the right information we found is the most proven way to help.
So is that the big problem with math?
Yeah,
it's not engagement; it's more empowerment.
It's definitely empowerment of the people around the learner. The challenge is, and because if we all know how to solve a math problem, that's like right here, and like it's tenfold harder to teach the concept behind the math problem.
Right.
And so getting people to a level of specialization is the thing that you want to do with people around the learner. So we're starting with teachers and workshops, but we're going to expand into parents and after-school programs and tutoring.
That's what I was afraid of.
So you don't just do the software. It's not about completely the software. It's about you're doing a lot of education.
Educating people around the learner about what their needs are and what's the most proven way to help them.
And it's a lot of gamification
Where were you
too,
when
right?
I was in elementary school?
So I saw some of it, and you would
Yes.
you would show on the actually on the screen. We're assuming that all the students have a laptop or a tablet of some sort,
any device,
and they're it's showing everybody, not their grades or their names, but like 12 people got it perfect, 6 people got 50%, and one person. And we all know who he is, probably didn't get anything. Like, is that a worry for you guys, or
so there's,
how does that work? Is that motivating for the kids?
There's two modes, and I think now we defaulted to, because originally when we started, we wanted gamification in the system. So now there's a mode called non-competitive.
Okay.
Good.
And so that's on default by default, and what that allows for is just sort of general. If the class gets over, a certain percentage of the class gets it right, then they have this meme that comes up, and everyone starts to laugh and giggle. And so it's engaging in the room, but you're not singling out any individual.
Right. Because at one point I'd seen Johnny is the smartest kid in the class.
Like the leaderboard.
Yeah,
you're talking about leaderboard.
He's
Yeah,
completed the most questions right all the time.
Which is exactly. Maybe for like other subjects, because when we first started, we noticed this was really engaging, but we would follow the kids in the classroom and exactly what you just said. Like there are other products that also did this, and no one could figure out for math, like how do we make it still as engaging but not single out any winners, right?
Because Johnny, who's good at math, is always good at math, right?
Exactly.
And everybody knows.
Yeah.
And he doesn't need more validation.
Yeah, so it was just about maybe like 4 months ago when we've swithed over to, we found the model, we tested it, and then we switched over to
a mini pivot.
It's a mini pivot, yeah.
Very cool.
And that's the kind of stuff we need to keep doing for math. That's why we don't want to do any other subject.
Right. We're going to go for our 3x3. The first one, Travis, can you tell us 3 wins that you've had?
3 wins. I guess the first one was coming up with these tools that teachers are coming back and telling us, hey, the kids are enjoying this and asking for more, which for a math class is a big deal, I guess.
Yeah.
The second one was figuring out a model where we could sell to school boards. It was low risk from implementation because teachers are picking this up and then selling the insights. I guess
sort of the business model itself?
The business model was really key. It's a land grab model, I guess you can say.
Okay.
So we go into these organizations, provide value, and then we go to the school boards and sort of upsell our premium services.
And number 3?
The third one is the key insight that tech can't do everything and you got to work with people around. Yeah, that was so pivotal. We were sitting there scratching our heads trying to figure out, oh my God, we can't like do certain things. What do we do? And then we noticed that we can actually help the teachers.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's not just buttons, it's button pushers.
Yeah.
That one better? No?
I feel like you just need to stop.
Yeah, maybe I should. You're probably right.
Yeah, so what, on the flip side of that, what are some things that maybe didn't go so well?
Oh, yeah.
Some struggles. That's 4 co-founders. There's got to be something in there.
Oh, yeah, we debate like a ton, right?
Okay.
And
You guys have a safe word?
we do have like, we not safe words per se, but we do have like specific like ways to say, enough. Yeah. And so, because we have, but that's, it's always like sometimes we debate too much.
Yeah.
And we'll spend too many hours and we step back and say, wait a minute, like, do we really need to talk about this for 2 hours?
So how do you make a decision with 4 people?
You
guys have a process?
We kind of know each other's like strengths and weaknesses, so we lean on each other to help us figure that out. But then if someone feels strongly against that decision, then we start to like.
Okay, so that's enough setup. Now give us a loss.
Yeah. Okay, so what are your losses? That was
losses.
my hand is for.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for not hitting me.
I'm trying to think. We wish we came to like an incubator sooner.
Okay.
We just thought we had to do it on our own. And so that we came sooner. Another one, I guess, is we wish we spoke to more startups because we got a lot of advice from a lot of really cool startups, including Funnel Cake. Mm-hmm. So
They're
you have that
guys.
T-shirt on,
Yep.
yeah. And so guys like that were really helpful. And I'm trying to think.
There's got to be something more embarrassing than those 2
Yeah, there's got to be something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Tell us something funny about James.
Oh man, what are some? I'm trying to think. I should have come.
There's
Like
gotta
what kind
be,
of like loss? Like we got plenty of like, oh, okay, here.
Okay.
Something embarrassing. I wish I was more prepared for Google Demo Day. Totally, if you recorded everything leading up to that event, it was a total sitcom. Like like I had the other startup people were actually like cheering me on, hoping that everything went smooth. They were really impressed at that last pitch.
Because it was that bad before?
Leading up to it, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
came
So
super
you should have prepared a bit more.
a little bit more. There you go.
But you didn't mess it up. Like,
I didn't mess it up.
You rocked it.
Thank you. Yeah, but even James was stressing. The whole team was stressing. So, yeah, I'm glad I didn't disappoint.
Yeah, it'd
There
be
you
hard
go.
to do that and not have a little stress.
Yeah,
That,
absolutely.
that's a big day.
A lot. Like I knew if I can hit that there was going to be a lot of good things coming out of it, and that pressure and all the press leading up to it. Like, how does anyone? Oh my God! Yeah, that's. So
we wouldn't know. We don't get any press.
yeah, well, yeah, right.
We are the press. We
you
ask
guys
the
are,
questions,
yeah.
right?
So thanks, guys.
You're
yeah.
I'll go for the press.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
So those are the losses.
Yeah.
So what's your future? What are some 3 things that you're gonna do in the future that you're sort of planning for?
So Steve Case from AOL said if we close around in the next, I guess now 90 days, for $1 million, he'll come in for 100. So we're definitely in that process right now. Yeah, it's kind of exciting.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
Keep us in the loop about that one.
Yeah.
Definitely. We're already in the process of expanding into the United States.
Great.
So we're basically creating our free tool for teachers and getting that out there so the insights are generated, and that'll I guess build up our sales pipeline for American sales to the school boards.
Wow.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, and then down the line,
Yep.
as we have all these insights, and tutoring and parents, they don't really know. They just kind of try to figure out what's going on at home.
Yep.
So we can get those insights into the hands of parents, into the hands of tutors, and sort of provide additional services. That's why we just want to stick to math. There's so much going on.
Right.
With it. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good growth.
Yeah. So yeah, what's this is Steven's favorite awkward thing. Startup crushes. I'm not gonna use the hashtag because
You
you
just
like
did.
to say it.
You
No,
just did.
You do it. You do it.
So who is your hashtag startup crush?
I have a few.
Cool.
Is that okay?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
ready.
spread the love.
Yeah, like there's guys in our program that I'm totally like.
the
there's-
Rev program?
In the Rev program that I totally like. Wish there were certain aspects that we had. So Dozer, Funnel Cake, the Canadian company that competed with us at Google Demo Day, Pacta, Bridget, and Mapped In are the ones that are.
Well, that's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But these
That's a
guys,
lot.
if
They're
you
all
go,
good.
they're all good. They're
Yeah.
all They're there's different aspects of what they do or their CEOs that I admire. So yeah.
Yeah, we
Total
had
crushes.
Mallory on last week.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
She's so cool. Yeah.
She is pretty cool.
And
yeah.
she has a trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Bigger one too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's really cool.
Way to go, Mal.
Yeah.
Well, she's got her own space now.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a
So-
really
Yeah,
cool
they're
building.
totally rocking it right now.
Yeah.
So they're huge role models.
So eventually you'll have your own
I don't know that I want to leave the nest, but yeah.
I think eventually they kick you out.
They do, yeah. we're moving upstairs, so we have some space up there.
Yeah, no, they still kick you out.
They will eventually.
Yeah,
Mapped In is in 305, right? They've got their own space too.
They're down here too, yeah. But we'll eventually all leave, yeah.
I think all the other companies are, all those other companies you listed, they're in Rev or
yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah.
Who's your startup crush this week, Amaris?
I don't know. I talked to a couple. I went to the event yesterday to say goodbye to Mike Kirkup from Velocity.
Yep.
And I talked to some really cool Velocity startups, but I can't remember their names. But there was some, I don't know, I just happened to like pick these guys at random, but they were startups that totally spoke to me. One about predictive analytics for the mining industry and environmental protection, kind of that stuff. Like, oh my God, you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
I can't remember their name though.
We'll have to find them.
Yeah.
So your
Downstairs.
startup crush is the Velocity, Garage, Jungle, Foundry, just all those guys then?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with
not all of them. But
I'm going to go with Rideco.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good.
Because Prem was on the podcast a couple weeks ago, and I took my first Rideco with my wife to the poker game. Yeah.
How many other people got in the car?
Just my wife and I. And it was like $12 from downtown the Distillery Labs to Conestoga College, pretty much.
Wow.
For two people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it was nice and cheap. And we got $10 off our first ride, too. So it was like $2.
Wow.
No tipping. The guy was the sweetest driver. Just perfect, yeah.
Wow.
So, so I actually used their product and really liked it.
I figured out how to sideload it onto my massive BlackBerry.
Right.
But I haven't had a chance to use it yet.
Yeah, you should.
But I'm getting an Android next week.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
It's a game changer.
Welcome.
Bye, BlackBerry.
Well, Travis, thanks for coming on the podcast. Any parting shots, Amaris? Anything else to ask
Parting
Travis?
shots, I thought you meant I could make fun of you some more.
Or me, sure.
No, I think that's cool. I look forward to hearing the rest of what you guys do, because it sounds like you're going to do great things.
Yeah, how do we follow your progress now? Are
follow
you a
us
Twitter
on,
person?
Yeah, follow us on Twitter at KnowledgeHook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And
do you have a website?
KnowledgeHook.com.
Okay.
And do you guys tweet
teachers.
personally at all? Are you a
we
Twitter
do.
person?
Yeah, we
Do
do.
you have a Twitter handle?
At Travis Ratnam. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. And
Our pleasure.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And the next week we're talking to, who are we talking to?
Ways We Work, Amanda and Matt.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
Amanda's a pretty cool lady.
And I just heard she was in Toronto doing a speech or
she's all
doing
over
something.
the place.
Yeah.
She's, like in a good way. She's always traveling, talking cool companies. So I'm excited to talk to her.
Yeah, really looking forward to that. Well, folks, that's all for this week's episode of TSP Weekly, your tech startup podcast. For myself, Stephen Campbell, my host, Amaris Gerson, and our guest, Travis Ratnam from KnowledgeHook. Thanks very much for listening. We'll see you all next week.